Self sabotage means when you know you want something, or when you know that you have to do this thing, or like you have to do a particular thing for your growth, but you end up doing the exact opposite. For example, you tell yourself that you're going to start working out because you want to feel good, you want to feel better, but next day you just end up making excuses. You tell yourself that, oh, I'll start working out from tomorrow, or oh, I'll start working out from next week. And as a result, you end up not working out, you end up doing nothing. So today I'm going to tell you signs of self sabotage. Next is why we end up self sabotaging ourselves, and third, how to overcome self sabotaging, and fourth is the challenges that you will face while overcoming self sabotage. So let's get started. Signs that you are self sabotaging. Sign number one, procrastination. You delay your important task even though you know that it's important, but you end up delaying it. For example, completing your project before the deadline. Sign number two, self doubt. You start to question your own ability. You feel like, what if I fail? But honey, you haven't even started yet and you're thinking about failing. Sign number three, perfectionism. You feel like you should just wait for perfect moment or perfect time. Everything should be just perfect, but as a result, this perfect time, it never comes, and you literally end up missing out on so many opportunities. Sign number four, negative self talk. You always tell yourself that I'm not good enough. I always mess things up, or I'm not good at anything. Sign number five, quitting early. You want to be successful in seconds, but the moment you don't get that, you feel like, oh, maybe that thing is not for me, or I should just quit. And you end up quitting without even putting efforts. Sign number six, overthinking. You think so much that you don't take any action. And that is what you do. You just overthink. In your head, you have planned out every scenario that is possible, all the good scenarios and all the bad scenarios. But you missed one thing, and that is to take action, to do something. But you were just thinking, you were just planning and plotting, but you didn't take that one step which was important, and that was to make some efforts. Sign number seven, avoiding opportunities. Saying no to things that could actually help you grow. It may be because of fear of judgment, lack of confidence, or maybe because of your insecurity. You miss out on opportunities. You intentionally miss out on those opportunities, and then you live in denial that that was not meant for me, even though you know it's not true. Causes of self sabotage. So the first cause is low self esteem. Maybe things were bad in your past, or maybe you were in bad relationships, which made you think that you don't deserve good things, which made you really question your own worth, question your own judgment, and you think that I don't deserve good things. And if I don't deserve good things, then what's the point in trying for good things? Or what's the point in trying for things to get better? Even though you really want to do something for yourself, you really want to take some action, you really want to make some effort, but you just cannot. Maybe it's because of your past decisions, which made you question your own judgment, which made you think that you cannot trust yourself or your own judgment. Then how do you know you deserve good things, or how do you know that maybe that thing is really good for you? Cause number second, fear of success. So subconsciously, you are scared of being successful, because when you start succeeding in your life, it brings a different kind of pressure, and it starts to change things in your life. And maybe for some reason you're just not ready to let go of things, because you're so attached to all those familiar things that you have in your life, that you're not ready for unfamiliar things to enter your lives, which is not possible. So you are subconsciously scared of being successful. Cause number three, fear of failure. So either you're scared of failing, or you were surrounded with people who only praised you, who only loved you and gave their attention when you did something. So, for example, you only got the love and attention that you wanted when you got good grades. So, this makes you feel scared of failing at something. So, this makes you feel scared of failure because you think that you would disappoint them, and you think that if you failed at something, then you wouldn't get that love and that attention. Because remember, you only got that when you succeeded in something. Cause number 4, control. You want to control everything in your life. You hate it when life gives you unexpected situation to handle. So it's easier for you to fail on your own terms rather than trying and failing unexpectedly. Cause number 5, you are surrounded with people who demotivate you or who literally just make fun of you. They make fun of your efforts and they always demotivate you. So as a result, you don't want to try because you really feel that you're not good enough, because you start believing what they're saying. So you're literally like surrounded with negative people who love to criticize you to overcome self-sabotage. Tip number 1, keep showing up. Remember, consistency is greater than being perfect in everything or doing everything perfectly, because at the end of the day, growth needs consistency, growth needs discipline, growth does not need perfection. You don't need to be perfect in everything in order to grow, in order to succeed. You don't need that. You just need to show up for yourself, need to have that discipline and that consistency. Second is replace your habits gently, because remember, these were the habits that you were struggling with for years, and you just cannot expect that these habits will just change within seconds. Like, that is not possible. Take baby steps and celebrate your wins, even though they are small. Like, celebrate them. So, for example, you just got out of your comfort zone, celebrate it. Watch your favorite movie or go out, eat something, like do whatever you want. Tip number 3, be aware. So the next time you start self-sabotaging, ask yourself that, why am I doing this? Is it because I am scared of judgment? Is it because of my insecurities? Like, why am I doing this? And tell yourself that you can do this and start trusting your own judgment. And once you find out the reason, right? Like, once you find out the reason that why are you self-sabotaging, work towards it, work towards healing it. Is it because of your insecurities? Then work towards healing your insecurity. Or is it because you lack confidence? Then work towards how you can increase your confidence. Tip number 4, pay attention to your thoughts. So whenever we are trying something new, the first thought that comes in our mind is, what if I fail? You cannot control your first thought, but you know what? You can control your second thought. You can control your third thought. So the next time your mind say, what if I fail? Answer back by saying, what if I fail? So what? I'll learn something new, and you know what? I will try again. Because remember, your past experiences, it does not define you. Yes, you had some bad experiences, yet yes, you had some bad people around you, but that doesn't mean that you don't deserve good things. These are just obstacles which we have to cross if we want to grow. You cannot change your past, but you can change your present, and only you can do this. Challenges that you may or may not face while overcoming self sabotage. First is trust issues. You may find it difficult to trust yourself or to trust your own judgment because you are the one who was sabotaging your own happiness for years. But trust me, no one knows what's better for you other than you. Second is impatience. Like, so many people expect that healing is going to give you fast results, and the moment you don't get those fast results, you feel disappointed and you think that I'm just beyond help. But honey, that's not the case, because healing, it's a journey. It's not a one time thing. It will take time, but trust me, it's going to be worth it, because you would feel so much better. You would feel so much confident once you heal from all the trauma that is holding you back, that is holding your potential. Third, going back into your old pattern. So sometimes, despite trying so hard, despite giving your best, you slip back into your old habits, and as a result, you feel disappointed and you feel that I can't even do these simple things, trust me, it's normal, because at the end of the day, these are the habits that you were struggling with for years, and you just cannot expect yourself to like literally change them within seconds. And you know what, even if you do fall into your old patterns, you can always start fresh. Sometimes it will be disappointing for you, sometimes it will be empowering for you, and sometimes you will ask yourself that, is it worth it? All this pain and this time that I'm investing into it, is it really worth it? But trust me, it is. Because once you face these challenges, you will become more mature. You will eventually start to love your own company, start to trust your own judgment, and love yourself. So that is it for today. And if you like my video, then like, share, and subscribe my channel. And we'll meet next time. Bye.